son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. The crowd is fired up, we're fired up, and we are underway in the 2020 Pro Bowl. This one fielded at the 5. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, deep, all day, defense, all day. Yeah. 13. Check 13.
Foles. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Be alert.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, cover. What we got?
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 380. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they starting their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He pitches it, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
From his goal line here, Newton. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Lock in. On your toe. Move.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 35-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Geis. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Newton. He is going to find Hill here. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
At the NFC's 35
That's it. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Newton being chased out left. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got it to Hilton. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Vinatieri's kick is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the AFC set to go now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Okay, look at it. Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The AFC thus far on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You got time. You got time.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That ball complete to Isabella. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 22-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Trubisky now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Here's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check. 180. Check. 55.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. He pitches it out. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
18. Ran, go.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC adds on to their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So we are at halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run.
The toss out to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 35. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the screen. Pass. Switch.
short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Trubisky to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
20.
Off play action. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
59.
Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's another AFC first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That's it. Ready.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the NFC. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. It's 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, ball.
Now it's Trubisky. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right, and an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running, and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. This is Cohen on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Trubisky will throw. Cooper's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Kill. Recon, 152 fighter. He's checking.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Third and 13.
Go! 180! 50 seconds to Mike. Touchdown, defense.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Danielle Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Newton gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Get up! 180! No chance!
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The NFC, they come away the winners as we say so long from Orlando.